What's up? I'm Jonathan and welcome to Maker Tales, where I'm sharing my maker journey to help you go further in yours. So don't forget to subscribe, hit that little bell icon to never miss an opportunity to keep making. This video is all about these brilliant sound panels that I'm pretty sure that I'm going to put them in myself in this workshop, because these unfortunately are a commission by a client. Now, I really want to show you very quickly and very simply how easy it is to make these, as I feel like most people who are showing how to build these make a big giant 15-minute long video on something that is a very simple build. I was able to make 5 of these in 4 hours. So let's get straight into it. Fundamentally, you only need 3 things: rock wool, wood, and fabric. However, I'm going the extra mile here and adding upholstery lining fabric to the back, Dacron fiber quilting to the front, and I'm using 100mm RW45 rock wool between, which means that my wood is 100mm wide and I'm using 20mm thick finished pine. As for the size of the panels I'm making, the internal dimensions are 300mm by 1200. I've already pre-marked the center and the spacing needed for the pilot holes to ensure that I don't split the wood. From here, it's as simple as screwing these bits of wood together to create a basic frame. Make sure you use the right screws that push the boards together, and really do not over tighten these types of screws as they will split your frame. I then added the backing to the frame, working my way from one end to the other to make sure that I get out all the creases. And if you don't have a nail gun, do it by hand. Flipping the frame over, I now put in the rock wool. For your sake, please wear gloves and a mask, as this is nasty stuff. I also recommend using this saw, as it will cut the rock wool like butter and it hardly makes any mess. From here, I attached my quilting, once again starting from one end to the other to make sure it was as flat as it could be. Now, going somewhere cleaner than the workshop, I now add the outer layer. No sewing of any kind is needed. I just make sure the panel is placed in the center of my fabric, and I just fold the fabric inwards before securing it to the frame. This time round, I work from the middle outwards to make sure that I don't pull the fabric too far to one side or the other. Once one side is done, I wrap the frame completely in fabric to then be able to cut off the excess very roughly. Once cut, I do the exact same to the other side of the frame, starting from the center, and this time adding a little bit of tension to make sure I create a nice flat surface on the front side of the panel. When it comes to the ends, it's roughly the same idea, except we are going to do a very simple fold over. It's loosely based on the hospital corner of bed sheets. But once this is done, that's it. You're done. Once these are secure, that is the panel made. A few points that I need to address, because I haven't shown you how to mount these. Now, the way I'm going to be mounting these are by using these hooks. You just screw 4 of them in, and then you screw 4 on wherever else you're going to have them, and you hook them up. Now, you're asking, but Jonathan, that puts them a distance away from the surface that you're mounting them on. They're not flush to the wall. That is the point. A big part of noise cancelling / noise isolation / dealing with sound is making sound go through many materials. The easiest way to explain this is the wall and this is the sound panel. When you have these two together, a sound wave comes in, goes through your sound panel, goes straight, reverbs off the wall, and it goes back through your sound panel. There's not really that big of a change of material. It's dense material going to a dense material. However, whenever you add a gap, now it's air. So dense material having to change to air, reflect off a hard material, having to go back through air and then go back through your sound panel, that somewhere, don't know where, don't quote me on this, it's almost a 20 to 30% more efficient to have a good 2.5 centimeters / an inch gap between the wall and your sound panel, and that is a big difference. So I had to let you know, because I'm not going to be able to share this, how to install them, as it's at a client's place. So yeah, that's how things go. Anyway, enough of that. I'm going to now give you a sound test so that you can hear the before and after with and without the sound panels. without the sound panels. What's up guys, I'm Jonathan and welcome to Maker Tales. This is a sound test. 1, 2, 3. The test with the sound panels in. What's up guys, I'm Jonathan, welcome to Maker Tales, and this here is a sound test. 1, 2, 3. And there you guys have it. That's how to make these super efficient yet cheap sound panels from the ground up. As you see, it really is that easy and they sound great. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, keep making and let the quest continue.